My sister wanted me to be her surrogate. When I said no, her husband started stalking me. What he was planning was so much worse than I realized, and my sister knew about it the whole time. My sister Rachel and I were always close growing up. She was 3 years older than me. She was my best friend and my protector. When she married a man named Dennis 8 years ago, I was her maid of honor. I thought she had found someone who would make her happy forever. Rachel found out she couldn't have children 2 years into the marriage. A medical condition made pregnancy impossible. She was devastated. Dennis seemed supportive at first. He said they could adopt. He said they could use a surrogate. Then his tone started changing. He became obsessed with having a biological child. He said adoption wasn't the same. He said he needed a child with his DNA and their family's DNA. He started looking at me differently. 3 years ago, Rachel called me and asked if we could meet for lunch. She seemed nervous. Finally, she told me what she wanted. She wanted me to be their surrogate. She wanted me to carry a baby made with Dennis's sperm and my egg. Not just carry their baby. Make a baby with her husband and give it to them. I was shocked. I told her I needed time to think about it. Using my egg meant the baby would biologically be mine and Dennis's child. Rachel would be raising her husband's baby that he made with her sister. The more I thought about it, the more wrong it felt. I called Rachel and told her no. I said I loved her, but I couldn't do this. I said there were other options. Egg donors, adoption agencies, surrogates who weren't family members. I said I would support her through any of those, but I couldn't be the one to carry Dennis's biological child. Rachel cried. She said I was her only hope. She said Dennis wouldn't accept any other option. She said I was being selfish. We didn't speak for 3 weeks. Then strange things started happening. I noticed a car parked outside my apartment that I didn't recognize. I saw it there in the morning when I left for work. I saw it there at night when I came home. One day I walked past it and saw Dennis sitting inside. He drove away when he saw me looking. I called Rachel and asked why Dennis was parked outside my apartment. She said I must be mistaken. She said Dennis was at work all day. I knew what I saw. The car kept appearing. Sometimes it followed me to the grocery store. Sometimes it was parked outside my gym. Sometimes I would come out of a restaurant and see it across the street. Dennis was following me everywhere. I started documenting everything. Dates, times, locations, photos of the car. I bought a security camera for my apartment door. I told my friends what was happening. I changed my running route. I varied my schedule. I was living in fear. Then Dennis showed up at my door one night. I didn't open it. I talked to him through the door. He said he just wanted to talk. He said Rachel didn't understand how important this was. He said he knew I would change my mind eventually. He said he was willing to do whatever it took to have a child with the right DNA. The way he said it made my skin crawl. He wasn't talking about surrogacy anymore. I told him to leave or I would call the police. He left, but he didn't stop following me. I called Rachel and told her everything. I told her about the stalking. I told her about the visit. I told her what Dennis had said. I told her I was scared. She was quiet for a long moment. Then she said something that broke my heart. She said Dennis just really wanted a baby. She said I should consider giving him what he wanted. She said it would be easier for everyone if I just cooperated. My own sister. She knew her husband was stalking me. She knew what he was implying, and she was telling me to cooperate. I filed a police report the next day. I showed them all my documentation, the photos, the videos from my security camera. They took it seriously. Dennis was served with a restraining order a week later. He violated it 3 days after that by showing up at my workplace. He was arrested. During the investigation, police found things on his computer that made everything clear. He had been researching ways to drug someone. He had been researching my schedule in detail. He had been planning something that wasn't surrogacy at all. Dennis is in prison now. He pleaded guilty to stalking and conspiracy charges. He got 4 years. Rachel divorced him after the arrest, but she didn't divorce him because of what he did to me. She divorced him because she was embarrassed. She still blames me for everything. She says I should have just said yes. She says none of this would have happened if I had been a better sister. We don't speak anymore. I moved to a different city. I changed my phone number. I have a new apartment with better security. My therapist says I'm making progress, but some days I still check outside my window for that car. My sister wanted me to give her husband a baby. When I said no, he decided he would take what he wanted anyway, and my sister would have let him. Some people will do anything for the family they want, even destroy the family they already have. I was lucky I documented everything. I was lucky the police believed me. I was lucky I got out before Dennis could do what he was planning. Not everyone is that lucky. I think about that every day.